you because I have found some really amazing items and some super valuable things. In fact, it's some of the most valuable items that I have ever found while I was thrifting, and I got them at amazing prices. So I'm gonna start first with all of the Christmas stuff, so that way you can see all that I got that I'm gonna decorate with this year. And then after the Christmas stuff, I will move on to the things that I purchased that are not essentially for Christmas, but you can use them for that if you want to. And then I'll also be sharing the really exciting, valuable items that I found. So anyways, if you guys want to see what I picked up recently, then let's just get started. So right off the bat, we are starting with these candle holders. It is these gold angels. I just thought these were really beautiful, and I actually don't have very many candle holders. So I picked these up, I believe, for around $1 each, I think. So that is a really good price, and I just think they're really pretty. So these next pieces is these 2 silver bowls. I actually got these at Goodwill for $3.99 each. They are really beautiful. So this one has little feet here at the bottom, and this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see because of the reflection of my camera, but here's this one, and then this one just has like a pedestal style leg. It's actually marked. Some of you may know more about this than I do. I love if you share your information and your knowledge if you do have it. But anyways, I felt like $3.99 a piece for these was really good. And I'm gonna use these for Christmas decorating because I think the silver will just look pretty with the whole like kind of vintage eclectic cottage look that I'm going for this year. Next is this metal stocking. I think it's a planter because it's got space to put stuff here. This was $2 at one of my local thrift stores, and it actually was in a set of 2, so you could get the other one if you wanted to, but it had some blue on it, and I don't have any blue in my decor this year, so I passed on that and just went for that one only. Next is this really big plate here. It has these red poinsettias and green leaves on the outside, and then it has these handles here on the edge, and it actually is marked. It was $3. So the bottom of it says like Omnibus or Omnibus Japan. You guys will have to share with me if you know anything about it, and I'll probably Google Lens it later to see if I can find any information. But I think I could lean this up somewhere or set it down as just, you don't even have to put anything on it. It's so pretty, but I just loved this and thought it was gorgeous for $3. Next, I found this bag of handmade ornaments. I believe they're handmade anyways. It only had one of these turquoise blue ones, but I just thought it was really pretty. And then it had a whole bunch of these. So there's several of these like kind of amber gold colored ones. And when I was a kid, my granny made homemade ornaments, and we would do them with her. And she would do stuff like this. She would get little rhinestones and really pretty pins, and she would pin them into foam balls and turn them into ornaments. So there's several of them in this little bowl here, and I think I got the whole bag for $2. And I just thought it was really unique because somebody definitely made these homemade, and I just think that's lovely. Next, I found this Christmas plate. It has a deer on it and then a cardinal up here. I'm doing a lot of birds within my Christmas theme this year, so I love having this to add to it. This was only 50 cents, and I don't think it's vintage because it just says Better Homes and Garden on it. So it's not old, but it is definitely really cute. So I love getting to use that somewhere to decorate with. And then I found some books. So I got them because they have red and gold writing on them. I just thought that would look so nice, either like this, or I could stand them up like this and put some ribbon around them. I just thought that would look really nice. It's called The Immigrants and Born Royal. So I don't really know anything about the ones that I picked out, but I just love decorating with books. It's one of my favorite things to use, especially if I find vintage ones like this one. So this is Christmas with Southern Living from 1986, and I got it just to look at, but also there's recipes in here, and there is really pretty pictures, and if I wanted to, I could even take some of these prints and cut them out and use them to put in some of my vintage frames. And just this book right here, like just here on its own, it would be really pretty to decorate with. Okay, so I got two more Christmas plates. One of these is green and one is a more maroon color. I just thought these were really pretty. I love decorating with these little plates because you can lean them up against things. This one says, "In the miracle, believe." And the green one says, "A precious gift, peace." So they are talking about our Lord and Savior Jesus, because Christmas is all about his birthday. I love anything that has something to do with Jesus and also combines it with Christmas. I also found this Christmas picture. It was $2 and it has this really pretty green and red design on, or not design, whatever you call this, on the front, and it looks really pretty. The top of it up here kind of looks like lace, and I just love this thing. It was actually still in the box. I believe it was definitely open before, but it was stored in the box safely with bubble wrap, so someone obviously loved it and took really good care of it. So I thought about getting some poinsettias to put in here, or I can just leave it blank and use it on its own. So this is one of my favorite Christmas pieces that I have found this year. It is a snow globe with a nativity scene in the middle. So it has Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus. And then it does play music, but I can't do that because I will get a copyright strike on YouTube. But I just think it's really beautiful, and it was $5. It's pretty large. I was trying to shake it up so y'all could see how pretty the snow looks. But I just love this. It's one of my favorite things that I found. And then I also found, this is another one of my favorite pieces. I also got this really pretty angel. I just love her. She was $4 and she is playing a horn. She has white and gold all over her, and she's actually pretty tall. Like, here's my arm, which I have long fingers because I'm a tall person, but you can see it's like almost the length of my, or close to the length of my forearm, but she's really beautiful, and I felt like $4 was a really good price for her. Next is this really tiny Christmas ornament. I believe it's Santa Claus, but I just like how vintage it looks, so I can add that to my tree with all the other ornaments that I found. He was only $1. And then I went to this little flea market close to where I live. I've never been in there before. It was a kind of a small one, but I found these nutcrackers. So I got these 3 wood nutcrackers. They were $2 each. And they're unfinished, so it's raw wood. So y'all tell me, should I paint these? Should I put some wood oil on them? Should I stain them? I'm not sure, or I could just leave them like this. But I don't know, I feel like they're kind of missing something, so y'all let me know what you think I should do, because I'm undecided. I have some really pretty deeper red paint, which kind of mixes in with all the colors that I'm using this year for Christmas. So I thought I could paint them that color, but once I do that, then they'll always be red, so I'm not sure. Okay, so now I have showed you all the Christmas items, so we're gonna move on to the non-Christmas things that you could use for Christmas if you wanted to, or for gifts, but that's totally up to you and whatever your style is. So we're gonna start with this basket that I found. This was $3, and I really like this darker color that it is. It has handles on the end. It does have a few loose pieces, but I think I could fix that pretty easily. So I thought about putting some ornaments in here and then maybe setting it on like a table or my buffet or something like that. I just thought it was really pretty. I love those colors. And then we were at an estate sale, which their prices were super high, so I didn't really shop that much, but they did have this bag with an M on it. My name is Mikaila. So it just felt like it was meant to come with me. And I just like how it has all these zippers and stuff. This was only $6, which I thought was a decent price. I then found some really cool books. So this one is Treasure Island. I really love these colors, like this deeper green and this dark beige color. I also got this one. It's the American Language by Knopf. I think I've seen this book before, or his last name somewhere, but I just really like the writing, so I of course want to decorate with it. I also got this hymnal. I love finding old hymnals. This one, let me look at the year that it's from. Oh, this one is from 1938, so it's a pretty good, I think it'd be considered antique, right? I can't remember how many years it has to be considered antique, but I think this would be one. I just love decorating with these. And this one is a bit of an odd book. It's common diseases of farm animals, but I just found it kind of interesting. And then my parents do have cattle and things, so I thought, you know, you never know, they might need to read this if they need to learn about the common diseases of farm animals. But this book was $2. And then I want to share my favorite finds with you now. Okay, so at the estate sale that I got that book from is where I found these really valuable items, and it is these cameras. So if you are a content creator or you like photography, whatever it is, even if you just like to take pictures of your family and stuff like that, you will know that cameras can be very expensive. So there's a little bit of a story to how I ended up with these. There was like this table near where the estate sale person was like doing the checkout stuff. So I found one camera. It was this Sony one here with this big lens on it. This is a Sony AX6000. So I grabbed it and it was $10, and I was like, I feel like these look like really expensive cameras. I don't know for sure though, but it had some other ones there, so I grabbed this one and I got it for $10. So then I take it home and I start looking it up. Turns out that camera is actually about a $500 to $600 camera, and then the lens can cost up to $300. So I was like, oh my gosh. So anyways, I told my sister, and she had been wanting a camera too. Well, there was a few other cameras there, but there was specifically this one. It's this Nikon one that I wanted to go and see if it was still there, because I thought someone's gonna find it. They're probably gonna see those. But the next day we went, all of the cameras were still there. So my sister, one of my younger sisters, she got a camera for $750 that was about a $500 camera. But this one here, I paid $30 for this. This is a $1,000 camera, and the lens is about $300. So I'm just shocked. We have went and taken pictures with these and had fun with these, and what's even cooler is they had like memory cards in them. There was extra batteries. I actually found some extra batteries for the camera that I'm using now to film. And then it turns out the Sony camera that I first showed you, this one here, the lens is interchangeable. So I can take the lens off of this camera and put it on it, or take that lens off and put it on mine, vice versa, all that stuff. So that was just so exciting. I don't know a lot about cameras, so I didn't know for sure if they were valuable, but I had like this gut feeling that they were, so I grabbed one, and then the next day, like I said, I found the others, and my sister got one. So I was so excited about that. Oh my goodness, you cannot even imagine. Like, I could not wait to tell all of you on here, because I know that y'all love thrifting like I do. And then he just threw in this lens case. So I got it, and then he was like, we'll just make that a part of it. And then it also had like this lens filter thing, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what this is about, and then an extra battery. So it was just so exciting to find those things that are worth so much money. And it also made me think, like, you could definitely try to go thrifting for gifts for Christmas. You could probably find some really nice things at some really good prices. Okay, so since we're talking about that estate sale, that same one, I got this huge basket, which I think is so pretty. It was $15, and I think that was a really good price for such a nice basket. I was looking at super large baskets on Target, and even on sale, they were like minimum $40. So to get one that big for $15, I was really excited about that. I thought about putting throw blankets in it in my living room. I then found some placemats. I just really liked how these kind of had a country cottage feel. I got 2 of them for $2. I wish there would have been 4 so I could do like a setting of 4 on my round table, but they just had these 2, and I was happy with those, so I can play around with it some. And then I found these coasters for 25 cents each at a thrift store. They have these, I think it's deer. It may be elk or moose. I don't actually know. But my husband is doing his office in a sportsman theme, so I thought this would be good for him to set on his computer desk and protect the wood so it doesn't get damaged. I really love little miniature things, so I found this tiny little brass watering pot, and I just think it's so cute, but it's so small. Like, look at my hand, it's just the size of my palm. But this was only $1, and my 7-year-old niece was with me recently, and she found it, and she was like, I really like that, Kate. And then we just kind of looked at each other. I think she was hinting around for me to give it to her. But I really like that piece, and I just think it's so cute, and she thought it was cute too. And then I found this is another candle holder. It's just a tiny little rose candle holder, but I thought the red matched well with the Christmas theme. It was only 25 cents, so I'm excited to use that. If I don't use it for Christmas, it's really pretty, so I can bring it in for when Christmas is over. I then found this really cool wood bowl set, and it also has these spoons. I believe it's a salad kit, but this was $4 and it was unopened. It was at a yard sale. So it has 4 of these smaller sized bowls, and then it has the one larger one, I'm assuming, to put your salad in. And I just thought these were really pretty. I don't know if I'm going to use them for eating or cooking, or if I'll use them for decoration. I haven't decided yet, but I just love anything wood. I don't know. I'm just so obsessed with the way wood looks. So I love it when I find stuff like that thrifting, because you can get it for good prices. I then found this basket from Goodwill. It was $3.99, and it has these really pretty handles on the end. It's kind of like is it a boat shape? But I thought I could put some ornaments in here, and then as the seasons change, of course, I can add new things into it for wherever we're at in the time of year. And you know what? I used to not like shopping at Goodwill because their prices were insane. So I didn't go in there for years. But one day, me and my husband decided to give it another chance, and they actually had lowered their prices some. But they do make you pay for bags, which I think is kind of crazy. So we just carried all of our stuff out. Around here where I live, it's not common for you to have to pay for plastic bags, and it's actually not common for people to carry reusable bags. So it's a bit odd that they wanted you to pay $1.50 for a plastic bag. So I just carried it. But anyways, y'all, that is all that I have to share with you today. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. God bless each and every one of you, and I will see you next time. Bye.